DC Weather Lab. Here's Eric's forecast.
Welcome to the weekend, but unfortunately I don't have the best news, as it does look like the afternoon scattered showers and storms will continue for both our Saturday and Sunday, although Sunday looks to have a slightly better chance. Although right now neither day looks to be a washout, so you still might be able to get some of those Father's Day plans in. It's just you might want to have a backup plan just in case one of those showers develops over top of you. Looking across the southeast, a lot of the region is dealing with scattered showers and storms on this Friday evening now, extending from all the way down in Miami, up the coast, back through Alabama and Mississippi, and even us here in Louisiana and down up and down the Texas coast. But you can see a lot of that is beginning to fall apart, and that's what we're seeing here locally across South Louisiana. We had those scattered showers and storms this afternoon, but these were more of those daytime heating pulse storms, quickly rain themselves out, and now have pretty much died out across the region. Maybe a drizzle still left over Vermilion Parish and over towards Lake Charles, but the clouds will continue to fade, but it will be a muggy evening here across Acadiana. The big story continues to be what we're tracking down in the Gulf of Mexico is this large area of tropical moisture. Not really all that defined, but you can see a broad area of moisture now beginning to make its way towards the Yucatan Peninsula. Eventually that'll make its way into the Bay of Campeche and southern Gulf of Mexico and then head up towards the Texas coast. The reason for that is we continue to have this large area of high pressure in the eastern Gulf of Mexico. So that's going to suppress this to the south and then eventually bring it up around clockwise around that high, making its way towards the Texas coast, but could clip portions of southwest Louisiana by Sunday and into the early part of next week, bringing all that tropical moisture. So the big thing is we need to know heavy rain looks likely towards the Texas coast. So if you are traveling towards Houston, maybe Corpus Christi in the coming days, that looks like where you're going to run into the worst of the storms. But locally across Acadiana, I'm thinking just 1 to 3 inches possible. But with all this tropical moisture down in the Gulf, it doesn't take much for 1 or 2 of those heavy downpours to set up over top of one of our communities and quickly produce that 1 to 2 inches in about an hour, and that could lead to a little bit of some flash flooding problems, but I'm not looking at too big of a problem heading into the weekend. So here we go through the overnight, looking pretty good. Maybe some clouds to begin the day with some sunshine, but you do see those pop-up scattered showers and storms developing through the afternoon. Very similar to what we had all week long. Not going to be a washout. They might only last 30 minutes or so. So just kind of have that indoor plan in case, but you should be able to still get outside and enjoy a little bit across the region for your Saturday, at least according to what we think. And then moving into our Sunday, this model is not showing it a whole lot. It kind of keeps most of the moisture down towards the Texas coast and out over the oceans. But I'm going to flip this over to the European model, and I think this shows the better idea what that tropical moisture will be doing. As you can see, that high pressure off to the east, bringing that southerly flow around, and that'll begin to push some of that moisture over top. So I think even Sunday afternoon, a good chance for scattered showers and storms, but it does look like the heavier rains stay out in the Gulf, at least for Sunday. By Monday, that moisture begins to get a little closer, and it does look like it moves over towards the Texas coast a little bit Monday morning into Monday afternoon. As that high begins to work back a little bit, it pushes the rains off to the west. So I think we don't see the worst of it, but we'll still see our scattered showers and storms through the afternoon, both on Monday and then again as we push into Tuesday afternoon. Worse the rain again, Texas coast and down to the south. So how much rain can we expect over the weekend and into the first half of next week? Across South Louisiana, maybe getting up to an inch, 1 to 2, maybe some 3 inches closer to the Gulf Coast. Heavier rains look to stay out to the west, but you do see those reds and oranges. That's 3, maybe 5, 8 inches of rain. If we do get some of that to move onshore, that's when we'll start to deal with flooding concerns. But right now, it looks like it stays out over the sea. So showers dying out tonight. A muggy evening. We'll go 74 for the overnight low. For our Saturday, just more of the same. Partly sunny in the morning, so early plans don't look to be too bad, but you will have those scattered showers and storms during the afternoon. Highs up near the upper 80s. Better chance for the rain on Sunday, but still not a washout. 40% chance moving into the first half of next week with temperatures upper 80s, lower 90s. Then we see more sunshine by the end of next week into the following weekend, and that'll push temperatures into those lower 90s, triple-digit heat indices, though. So it is back to that summertime heat and mugginess.
There's always a catch, isn't there?
That there is.
All right, thanks, Eric.